Welcome everyone to the School of Trades and Apprenticeship live Q&A webinar and to our first ever virtual fair. My name is Amar Salim. I'm the digital recruiter for Conestoga College and your host for today's session. It's gonna be a great opportunity for you to learn more about trades and apprenticeships. Great opportunity for you to see the different types of program that we offer, what's gonna be the most latest information, and as well to make an informed decision of what you wanna do this fall 2020. Pretty straightforward in terms of what we're going to be doing today. We're going to wrap up our welcome and introductions in a moment. Then we're going to go into our presentation, and that will be with our liaison officer for the School of Trades and Apprenticeship, Abby Brandis. Absolutely phenomenal. She's helped thousands of students with guiding them to trades and apprenticeship, so she's a wealth of knowledge. And then finally, we're going to get into our Q&A section where you have the opportunity to ask your questions, which if you look on your screen right now, you'll see a Q&A feature. Click on that. You don't have to wait until our Q&A portion. Click on it even right now. Ask your questions. Another dedicated recruiter is going to answer those questions via text back to you, or we're going to decide to answer the question live during our Q&A portion with Abby. Other than that, I think we're good to go. Abby, if you want to take it away.
Hello, everybody. I'm just going to share my screen here. So I am going to do a little brief overview of the School of Trades and Apprenticeships and pathways into apprenticeships and that sort of stuff. So an apprenticeship is on-the-job training for people who want to pursue a career in a skilled trade. So basically what that means is you yourself going out and making connections with employers. And it's an agreement between yourself and that employer. And it's a combination of on-the-job hours and in-school portion. Basically 90% is done on the job and 10% is done in school. An apprenticeship can last anywhere from 3 to 5 years, depending on the trade that you're interested in. And like I said, right from the beginning, it's you making connections with employers. So you going out and finding that employer, and generally, once you find that employer, you'd sign a training agreement. And once that training agreement is signed, that gets submitted to the government and the ministry. And they start documenting things that you're doing on the job and hours accumulated on the job. General rule of thumb is usually once you have about a year's worth of hours accumulated on the job, then you'd be sent your first in-school portion, which you would be brought to a facility like Conestoga with all of the other apprentices who are out there working for usually an 8 to 10 week in-school portion. And after that in-school portion, you'd write a small test and go back to work and accumulate another year's worth of hours on the job, and so on and so on. So usually there are 3 in-school portions that need to be accumulated, and then a certain amount of hours on the job also that need to be accumulated. And once you've accumulated all of those on the job hours and in school portions, then you are able to write that final exam to get your license in that trade. So all of the pictures that you're looking at while I'm talking are all of our students working, doing their thing in our shops, in our trades program. So it's a good visual as I'm kind of going through of different apprenticeships that Conestoga offers. Apprenticeships are generally difficult to obtain. Usually companies don't ever advertise that they are looking for an apprentice. It's all about getting in good with a company, working your way up, and really proving yourself as a good employee first. And then it's the intention of starting an apprenticeship. It is a lot of time and money that a company is investing in you as an apprentice. They are investing in training you. They're paying to train other people to train you. They're also paying for your in-school portions and so on and so on. So they really are investing a lot in your training. So usually they do want to make sure you know what you're getting into, you like it, and you've tried it. So there is a huge demand for skilled tradespeople in Ontario. There's a huge skilled trade shortage, and it continues to grow. There's a demand for lots of tradespeople in all of the different areas. And if you really haven't had an opportunity to make connections with employers or try different trades, that's really where colleges in Conestoga comes into play. So Conestoga offers really great short hands-on programs that are designed to bring you in, give you that hands-on experience and exposure to trades to then make you more appealing to employers to help you obtain that apprenticeship after. A lot of our trades programs, they are very hands-on, but they do teach a couple of those levels of those in-school portions already while you're in our programs to help make you more appealing to employers and things like that. So Conestoga offers a variety of trade-specific programs. So if you know maybe that you want to be a plumber or a carpenter or an HVAC technician or things like that, then you can look for a specific program that's going to give you training on those trades. Otherwise, what Conestoga offers is we have a few different trades, construction techniques, that rotate through a variety of different trades to help then you figure out what trade you want to focus on. Trades is a huge commitment. It's definitely great work. There's a lot of money to be made, a lot of work to be done. And if you are really good at your trade, then your work will be endless. So really having a passion and general natural interest for that is where you can really be successful in your trade. All of Conestoga's faculty as well, they've all gone through a trade, 4 trades that teach in the trades and apprenticeship department. They've all gone through for a trade themselves and have worked in the field for a number of years. So they're coming and teaching the trade itself in our shop facilities. So they're coming with a lot of industry knowledge. Another benefit to Conestoga's programs is Conestoga has program advisory committees that sit on committees every about 4 times a year, and they keep up with changes in industry, make sure Conestoga is changing as industry changes and our programs are, and really what sort of skills they're looking for our students to come out with. So we really do have a good pool of employers that really help our programs be the best that they can be and continuously changing. And when you're dealing with trades program too, our trades programs really are derived from length from industry. So industry let us know what really is important for students to learn before they walk onto a job site or feel comfortable on a job site. So some of our programs are only 8 months in length, which is a certificate. Some are 2 years, which is a diploma. So when you're looking at a trades program, really the credential, certificate versus diploma isn't as important as what you're getting out of the program. That is really what's important. So we do have programming in motive power trades. So you can be a truck mechanic, automotive mechanic, heavy equipment mechanic, learn how to operate heavy equipment or motorcycle mechanic. We have construction trades, which is being a plumber, electrician, HVAC technician, welder sometimes falls under that, as well as the industrial trades. We have a number of industrial trades. We have welding, we have some electrical, and we have a lot of manufacturing trades at Conestoga as well. And then there are some of the service sector trades that we offer. And the service sector trades are more of the personal support worker, the culinary, hospitality, and those types of trades. So really, if a good opportunity for you or in the past to have been able to figure out trades would have been in high school, just a variety of options through co-op, dual credits, OEAP opportunities, any sort of experience or experiential learning that you can get that allows you to try the trade. You trying it is really how you're going to figure out if that trade is right for you. Like I said, our faculty, they've all come from industry, so they all have that great hands-on experience to that trade, and they're all knowledgeable in imparting that knowledge with you. So we have a lot of great programs at Conestoga, and I'm happy to answer your questions.
Thanks, Abby. That was absolutely phenomenal. So now we're going to move to our Q&A portion of the webinar. So this is an opportunity for you, the viewers, to ask your questions. As I mentioned, you can go into the Q&A button on your screen, click on it, type in your question, and we can answer it live, or you'll get a response back from one of our dedicated recruiters. So one question we have for you, Abby, was what can students expect in the fall in terms of program delivery?
So we were at Conestoga, we're going to be offering a hybrid delivery, which is anything that you can do online will be done online, but we are going to have our shops open as of September for any hands-on essential learning that needs to be done, and trades is hands-on and essential. So there is going to be shop time available. Instead of it being spread out through a week, it may be condensed, so you're only coming for one shop day a week, but that's all to be sorted out. But there will be that hands-on component still.
Great. And considering COVID-19 and the pandemic right now, are employers hiring skilled trade workers and professionals?
Yeah, so even if there was a small pause, even like carpentry had a small pause, it was maybe only for 4 weeks there, and they're back going full-blown project-wise. Large construction never really stopped. Essential plumbing, electricity, all that type of stuff. So definitely it's essential work and it's still being done. And there wasn't a lot of layoff talk in the trades world. And there are people being hired as apprentices. We had a student who recently graduated this last term, and they've already been signed as a welder fitter apprentice.
Great to hear. And actually, that would be a good segue into, do you have any other student success stories that you could share?
Yeah, so I do have a couple other students that I've been working with that weren't really sure at how their transition from ending a program in truck and coach. We've got another student that I've been in email contact with that ended the program and has secured an apprenticeship being a truck mechanic. So that's also very exciting.
That is great. And what would you say, do you have any tips or helpful advice to any student that's going into a trades program come this fall?
Yeah, so really figuring out if that trade is right for you in any way, shape, or form that you can do that, and coming into a program is going to really help you. So just open your mind to everything that you're going to learn. You are going to learn a lot in a short period of time. They do pack a lot in the trades program, and that is because most tradespeople want to be out and be working, so they do pack a lot of programming in the short time that our courses are offered. So just open up to it and take it all in, and it's really great learning for what you're going to do in your future.
Great. And what would be the best way for a student to learn more about the different various programs offered at Conestoga College and the trades?
Yeah, so you can definitely email me, trades@conestogac.on.ca. We've got great resources on our website, and our virtual tour is also excellent too. And I am doing a tour, trades tour at 4:30. So if you wanted to hop on that after this, you can join me with that.
Which is great. And so just for our viewers out there, if you go and click on chat on your screen, you can see the link to go back to our virtual fair website to look at programs and the different various videos. And as well, we have Abby's contact right there at trades@conestogac.on.ca. So make sure to copy and paste that, ask your questions away. You can also hit us up at recruitment@conestogac.on.ca as well, and I'll put that link up in a moment. But other than that, Abby, is there any closing remarks or anything you'd like to say to the viewers?
No, definitely trades. There's a huge trade skill shortage. So if you are interested in trades, definitely the way to go. It's a great career choice, and you'll be working forever.
Working forever. That's awesome. Closing line right there. So thank you for everyone that has been watching. We have a few post-event highlights. As I mentioned, you can watch the specific program videos delivered by our faculty. You go back to our virtual fair and you'll see all those curated videos on there, as well as we have a bookable online guided tours. As Abby already mentioned, she's going to be doing a personal tour at 4:30, and you can find that link on our website. And then also you can do a self-directed tour by doing our general virtual tour as well. As I mentioned before, if there's any questions that you do have, let's just say, later on today or on the weekend, you think, hey, you know what, I should have asked this question. feel free to connect with Abby at that link that we had shown earlier, or to contact the student recruitment team at recruitment@conestogac.on.ca, and we can always put that email to Abby. Other than that, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in fall. Thanks, everyone.